Hey guys, welcome to Escape the Indoors. My name is Josh, and today I want to go over exactly what I took with me on my last winter backpacking trip to Vermont. So get some coffee and let's do this. So to preface winter backpacking, this is northern backpacking with deep snow, lower altitude, but still below freezing to 0 degrees. So let's start with what I wear on me while I'm hiking. It's basically the same base layer I wear in 3-season while I'm sleeping. So it's a Capilene long sleeve top and Capilene long pants. And the reason I love these is because they wick sweat and they dry really quickly. Fast drying clothes are essential in winter because they're going to get wet no matter what. Underneath that, I wear a pair of ex officio, same thing I wear for 3-season. And going along with the theme that everything is going to get wet, I actually wear waterproof, non-breathable clothing on top of my base layer. This is an anti-gravity gear rain jacket. It's great because it's got big arm vents and it's waterproof. So sweat won't get out if I don't want it to, and stuff like snow falling on me won't get in, which I found is a big problem going through lots of brush and snow falling on you. So there's that. And I also wear some nylon pants. These are actually ballerina pants that I sprayed with silicone, and they're okay. I'm looking for something better. I want something that's completely waterproof and that has like a side zip for venting. Hiking with my base layer and these keeps me super warm, if not too warm. On top of those pants, I started wearing these Swix cross-country ski pants, which are great because they have pockets and they unzip completely. And for extra insulation, if I get cold, I can throw this Patagonia R1 on top of the anti-gravity gear rain jacket, which acts as a vapor barrier so my sweat won't get into the R1. And then I have a balaclava that I will wear if it's really cold. And I also wear this wool hat, which I don't know what I did with, but it's somewhere. But that's what I usually wear while hiking because it can get pretty wet and it's just really warm. I think my cousin gave it to me as a Christmas present back in the day. So feet. So what I wear on my feet is a very thin liner sock. This is the thinnest sock I could find. It's made by Fox River. On top of that, I wear a Rab vapor barrier sock, which protects the insulation sock from getting wet, which is a deck shell waterproof breathable sock, which is also insulated with merino wool. Very warm. On top of that, I wear the Lone Peak 3.0 Neo Shell shoes, which are apparently waterproof, breathable. On top of the shoe, I wear a 40 below overboot, which has gaiters built right in. So these go on top of the shoe. If any water gets through these, which none did, the shoe will protect this sock from getting wet. But it can get wet because it's a waterproof, breathable sock. And then the vapor barrier protects sweat from getting into the insulation within the sock. So I'm basically protected either way. And it just worked great. My feet stayed completely dry, which was awesome. And at nighttime, all I had to do was just take off the overboot and shoe, and then I could wear the vapor barrier and the whole sock system to bed, and I didn't even have to change socks, which was cool. Whew. And for snowshoes, I go with the, and again, this is just for low elevation, not climbing. These are the Northern Lights backcountry snowshoes, and they don't have a lot of traction, so you will be sliding around when you go downhill, but they are super light, and you can basically jump and run in them, and I love them. And to carry my camera equipment, I still use the Z-Packs Fupa, and I put my camera in there, and I also wear just cheap sunglasses. Alright, my camera just stopped recording, so kind of going back. But for gloves, for a lining glove, I wear a wool glove, DeFeet Wool Eater. And on top of that, sometimes I'll wear these Light rain gloves just to keep water from getting the liner wet. Now, get to the pack. For my main water storage, I don't carry a big Nalgene with an insulator. I carry this Nalgene Canteen, which is 2 liters. And it's great because if it starts freezing, I can just kind of break it up. But I haven't had that problem. I don't know if it's because it's clear and the sun shines right on it. But yeah, I love this thing. The other side, I carry my fuel for my stove and a little saw. Instead of a big knife, I find a saw is great because, you know, you can start fires easier, find fuel for the fire. And I do like to have access on the front of my pack to water, so I do carry a 16-ounce small Nalgene in a neoprene shell. And this also acts as my hot beverage cup. So I can fill this with coffee, hot chocolate, works great. And I also have quick access to my mitts on the front here. These are RBH design vapor barrier mitts. These work great. I did realize that I was getting a lot of snow in them, so the inside got really wet, but they still, as soon as I put my hands in them, they warmed up really quickly. So love these things. RBH. Inside, Garmin InReach for maps, which are terrible, but SOS and whatever. This is just another shell. It's a Columbia OutDry. If I'm wearing my R1, I can put this over that, keep it from getting wet. These are just booty shells for my down booties that I bring. I might stop bringing this because I don't really need it. However, it is really nice to wake up in the middle of the night. It just slide your down booties right into this and do what you need to do and then get back in the hammock. But they're a little bit heavy. They're like 3 ounces each. So yeah. This is just a little microfiber towel that, in case I get frost on the top of my tarp, I can wipe it off and dry stuff with it. Something I forgot to mention in my clothes is I also wear a headband. It's a -33 merino wool headband. I actually get a lot of questions about it because I actually wear it over my nose and ears, so I don't have to wear a hat because when I hike I get very hot, so this helps me keep my ears and nose warm without having to wear a hat, so I can keep ventilating. Pack cover, blaze orange, just for, you know, safety. And if it's snowing, I'll put this on. Z-Packs, rain kilt. I actually just use it as a ground sheet mostly. And hammock gear, cubic fiber tarp with doors. Love this thing. Inside, I have stakes, which are MSR groundhog, mini groundhogs. In the winter, I try not to use stakes. I try to find whatever tree or branch I can tie my tarp to. And this is a underquilt protector by 2Q ZQ, which is amazing for blocking wind for your underquilt. And this is just a Reflectix mat that I made, which I use just kneeling on. So go like this. Tape underneath acts as a little grip. But yeah, this thing works great. I can also sit on it, use it as a seat. And on the inside, in the winter for melting snow, you want a big pot. This is the Snow Peak Camp and Save. It's got a lid. It holds about 2 liters. And it fits everything that I need to melt snow. Plus I can also throw this in the fire. And I have a pot grabber because, you know, that stuff gets hot. And my snow is a MSR Whisper Light. Windscreen. I actually use the folding windscreen. I just find it easier than the one it came with. And then I have a little spark thing, lighter. And then my food bag is Ursack. Super easy. It's a little heavy. I might actually end up for winter just switching to the light AF bear bag. And then inside I have my titanium spork, which is the same one I use for 3 season. Toiletry bag, basically the same stuff for 3 seasons. Toilet paper, shovel, first aid kit. Keep some hand warmers. Haven't really used them ever, but you know, they're good to have. I do bring some fire starters, which are what fire. And then underneath that, I have everything in a Z-Packs pack liner, which is the same Z-Packs pack liner that I use for 3 season. Hammock, Dream Hammock Darien. I like to have an overcover in the winter. I'm training myself to not use one. I just like it because it keeps everything in the hammock so nothing will fall on the ground. And I can open both sides to adjust my underquilt. I've got my underquilt dialed in, so I might just bring the Darien now. But yeah, Sparrow, love it. And then this is my extra clothes / pillow bag from Z-Packs. Here I have an extra set of gloves. Minus 33. Just wool mitts. I do bring some insulated pants. These are Arc'teryx. They have zippers on both sides, so I can put them on without taking off any shoes or whatnot. They are synthetic insulation. I might get some down pants, but I like these. They're about 12 ounces. These are the Atom LT pants, I believe. Great, pretty warm. Carry a spare set of big mountaineering socks. I actually didn't need to wear them because my foot system worked beautifully and my feet weren't wet at all. So I just wore that system to bed. I carry an extra dry bag, and if I have wet clothes, I throw them in here, and also I heat up water and I throw it in the Nalgene, and I put the Nalgene in here, which keeps the clothes nice and warm and also keeps, you know, the hammock all nice and toasty. So this is great. Love this. And then I have my electronics in here, which is just headlamp and spare batteries for camera stuff, just power banks and headlamp. Petzl Acticore, love it. And then shoved in the bottom here, I have this big old down jacket, which I got this year because it was on sale. I got it for under $200. This is a Rab Neutrino Pro. It's a bit heavy. It's like 21 ounces, but man, when you put this thing on at camp and when you're cold, oh, it's awesome. I was going to get a lighter jacket by Montbell, which was like 13 ounces, but you know, I'm actually pretty glad I got this. I love the color. The hood's great. I sleep in this thing. It's awesome. And then I actually use compression sacks for my quilts in the winter, just because I can get them a little more compressed and take up less room. Lots of people say that you could just save a lot of space by just putting your quilts without any kind of stuff sack or compression sack. I found that not the case, so and the 0 degree quilts take up a lot of room. 0 degree under quilt from Hammock here. This is the Econ series, so it's about 3 ounces heavier. These are great quilts. In hindsight, I kind of wish I just spent the money and got the lighter, because I always want lighter. But you know, these are pretty awesome, and I still go back and forth. In winter, I kind of think that more densely packed feathers is better than like 900 fill down, but you know, I'm no expert, but that's what I feel like, because of the wind and whatnot, and it gets wet. And this other stuff sack, down booties, which again I might start not bringing. An extra down hat by BlackRock here. This thing's awesome. Orange for safety, and yeah, super light. And then hammock here, 0 degree top quilt. Same thing, Econ series. Sewn foot box for winter. Fluffs up really nicely. Love it. Oh yeah, and these stuff sacks are Sea to Summit, still nylon stuff sacks. This is the pack liner. Yeah, it's pretty much it. I'll, of course, make a lighter pack, put all the weights and everything, maybe like the little things that I missed, chapstick, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Sorry I kind of sped through everything. My camera stopped, so I had to go back and redo everything. But yeah, gotta get to work now. So thanks for watching, and hope you guys find time to get outside and escape the indoors. Thanks.